dominant, he would be on the pick. So now, picking it into Boal on the top side of the map, things are already looking very scary from the perspective of VKS, with the fact that BLG have so much comfort on their side.
Never lost a game on Kiana, and you're trying to convince me that the Jax is favored? Come on, buddy.
I got more numbers.
Just tried to WQE, and then if you get an interruptive flash after, but either way now Shadow staying active and looking for Boal.
Yeah, Shadow wants to at least get another summoner spell up here, takes a chomp out of Boal, immediately taking a lot of turret aggro. Shadow with a late flash, what in the hell is going on? BLG just gift wrapped it! Boal gets a double kill!
That was one of the worst tower dives I think that when Boal will actually flash, because this man is not going to use that summoner spell as VKS look for a cross map. They're going to zone Elk away from as much farm as they can. They secure a plate as well.
They get the clone out of the Nico on, trying to buy a little bit of time, but no, it's VKS teaching last year's Worlds runner-up how to do a tower
level up!
Chains of Corruption coming out now. They want a little bit more damage. Morteo's barely hanging on to life, and Desamas as well. A double kill for the Nico with the minions. And right as I spoke,
because of the chaotic state of this game, it's 9.5 minutes in before the grubs are first taken, and it is VKS securing all three, as Trimby's in a bit of a tough spot here.
the Pillar's trapping a Mega Inferno Bomb for the slam dunk. And that means night.
But yeah, both teams without really anything significant to play for. It's a lot of fishing. It's a lot of maybe playing for plates, maybe looking for a pick. And so I expect both teams to be kind of very respectful of one another as I say that.
Yeah, on goes in for the Pop Blossom, and once again, it's going to be Trimby just deleted off the rift. He tries to flash over the wall.
Really been able to extend this lead. You know, he is up a decent amount of gold, did get a plate. That is nice, but Bin in Shadow here.
Yeah, Bin's immediately going to drop the ulti as Shadow runs through the frozen domain, throws the pillar down. Public execution from Boal, trying to play this defensively, but now with the redemption coming in, VKS, they turn it around as Desamas shows up. Shadow is forced to flash away.
Bot lane up, and this is a nice sign from the side of BLG as they now want to try and get Elk and On invested in a dive.
Yep, they're summoning up the Herald here immediately. Boal trying to get away. The Pop Blossom catches a Mega Inferno Bomb from downtown. Means Knight's the one taking the kill credit, and Miru and Trimby have no choice but a full retreat. The Herald's going to be driven into the tier 2, but immediately On's going to be shuffled back towards it. Has to flash away in response. Herald then
Stealing away camps. Desamas hasn't been that active and isn't even up in farm as a result, so looking good.
Oh, Pop Blossom forces the flash out of Morteos, but On will pay the price. VKS get a kill back.
You do give over a couple hundred gold, but you got the flash off of Morteos, and it is going to mean he's going to be very vulnerable.
Okay, Bin going in with the ulti here on the Jax. Killer Instinct from Elk brings him into the fight now too, with public execution defensively from Boal. Just trying to get away and buy a little bit more time, but Counter-Strike number 2 locks it up.
It'll take him so long to get back and heal and then try to teleport in, as Knight is just trying to keep everybody on VKS away. The Otacon down to 3,000 HP. On playing defensive here with the Pop Blossom, just trying to create enough space. Thornbound Otacon secured. Boal dives into the BLG front line as they root up Bin, but they do not have the damage to try to kill him. The bouncing bomb barely missing out on Trimby as Miru's going to be the first to die. There's no way out for the Emperor. There's no way through for VKS. BLG take the
is just really fishing for anything. If they can find any pick, any punish onto BLG, at least it'll give them something, a moment of reprieve, but no opportunity will be found. The pillar comes down.
Oh, nice pillar there from Shadow as Desamas tries to take Elk with him, but he just does not have.
We talked a little bit about these range opportunities on both sides, but now that the Ziggs is fully online, he is just melting anytime VKS try to approach. And again, we're seeing it here On assisting with that poke.
Desamas in the pit, he wants to go in for the steal, but he does not find it. He's immediately killed by the jump from the Trundle. On is about to die, and Miru takes him out, but Boal cannot kill Elk. BLG are gonna get everybody here as Miru and Morteos cannot get away. Elk will not be found. It's a double kill for the Kaisa. It's black and white screens for everybody. Oh, I think it might be a repeat of that performance here for Desamas as Shadow just beats him upside the head with the bat.
When you are the heavy underdogs, you need to be able to be aggressive. You need to be able to get advantageous matchup, push the pace. Trimby's in trouble.
Yeah, Trimby with a Killer Instinct from Elk, threatening his life. Does stay alive for now, but the Mega Inferno Bomb
will remedy that real fast. Miru tries to finish the job, but the only thing finished is his time on Summoner's Rift. 50-second death timer here for the mid laner from VKS, as a 5v3 for BLG is looking like the end of this game. Shadow throws out the pillar, Chains of Corruption, Pop Blossom on 3. Ben gets the kill, Morteos is already down. Disamas trying to fight back, but he can't even kill on. Boal stuck on the steps of the fountain, watching the last remnants of his base get destroyed. BLG bulldoze game 1.
The result is what we expected. The start was not, absolutely. As Boa was
Very interested in the direction the Knight goes. Right now, On is hovering Zed and LeBlanc. Will that be the direction that we get? Yes, it will be. So we're going to get to see Knight's LeBlanc come through. And I mean, a mid laner that just works so well with duelist junglers. She can either be
at least have the Valkyrie. You have to be relatively close. Like, I love playing Bard. If you're relatively close, the travel time is quite fast, so it's hard to actually Valk out of it.
As BLG have started up the first Drake of the game, Trimby, Morteos, and Disamas all around. Even levels here for everybody except +1 level for the AD carry roll on VKS, as now Miru's ready to ride the wall straight in. Shadow under pressure a little bit here. They want the kill of the BLG jungler, but it's first blood over to Knight instead. Disamas has to try to get away. Bin arrives with a teleport, and the equalizer lays out the red carpet. Disamas is welcomed straight to the spawn platform. One more auto attack takes him down. BLG have already secured 2. Shadow getting away just barely. Trimby with a flash in to finish off the kill, and he gets back to a magical journey over the wall to stay alive himself. So, not a lot of importance placed on that one after the first fight that was over.
Tower.
As Elk, he does get himself caught up inside that Tempered Fate, tries to Valk away, but the Cyclone interrupts it. That Elk just got hunted. Morteos is the one holding the smoking gun, and BKS get everybody away.
That was kind of the biggest difference in the last game, how they played together. They're TPing in Miru. They're going to see if they can do something.
Yeah, looks like Disamas has to try to get all the way out here. Defensive Cyclone wants to re-engage there onto Shadow. Seismic shove collides with On. He's down to about 20% HP, and On's turned off. Nice moves from VKS, fighting him off to secure the feat of warfare.
Themselves 3 kills, but BLG's not done yet.
Yeah, Shadow wants to step forward, but he's chunked to half HP. Trimby continuing to get away as Miru rides the Weaver's Wall in, but it knocks Shadow onto the wrong side, so he's still safe, and now Miru's gonna be your target. Just completely exploded, but still alive for an extra second. Knight takes him out with the Sigil of Malice. It's a double kill now as Disamas falls too. The LeBlanc is getting fed, and VKS needs to run. Ben's here to cook him up. Triple kill over to Knight. The LeBlanc gets a quadra. 15 minutes into the game.
The LeBlanc is
there. It is, the Mejais, a traditional Knight staple.
Yep.
And I mean, there's no reason.
Yeah, this could be. Look at the damage on Disamas. Knight just needs one more spell. Sigil of Malice, one more auto. There it is. Knight is dominating here for the side of VKS. Knight is still the vast majority of his team's gold lead, however, so if they can kill him, it will be huge. Knight now in some danger, down to 10% HP. Boal misses the third in Tofo strike as Miru rides the wall forward. Trimby is waiting. They give the shutdown over to Boal, and Knight, playing too far into the faces of VKS, gets punished. The gold lead now down below 1,000, but VKS has overstayed. BLG's reinforcements arrive, and Trimby is immediately destroyed. Shadow sidesteps away from the seismic shove. Miru now in a little bit of danger. He no longer has the unraveled earth. Shadow defending himself with the ulti for now. Disamas spinning into the back line. Shadow is already down. VKS coming to life as Elk is grounded, and Miru takes a triple kill to tie up the goal.
Triple kill for Miru, a TP back into the river as BLG is not done yet.
Bin is looking for Morteos, who was pushing for that mid tower. He got it. They're going to TP in to defend him, though. Miru's coming, but so is Knight.
Morteos already uses the spell shield to block the first Electro Harpoon. Second one tags him. Bin finding a decent amount of damage here, but Miru is first to arrive. Knight wants to kill the enemy AD carry. Miru dies. Bin is traded. Knight looking for a little bit more, but now he's in danger. He dodges away from the Tempered Fate with Distortion. Trimby continuing
Just
to
as Zell was saying, space gathered. He is just a man that is not afraid to face check this LeBlanc. He tanks up all the damage. They pop the ult.
Okay, they're on the hunt. BLG have to try to disengage this now, as immediately they seismic shove Shadow back. Disamas going in for the Cyclone. They want to look after Elk. Shadow has to flash away. Redemption coming in for the side of VKS. Nobody dead on BLG. Miru throws himself into the back line, but Disamas is already down. Knight with an assassination. VKS, they took out the enemy Rumble, but they lost about 1/3 HP. The rest of VKS isn't here yet. The Otacon's down to 4K. away. Does Trimby have the ultimate to try to stall this out? The Otacon's already going to be taken. Shadow secures it, and now BLG are looking to turn and maybe fight. On is the target here at the very start. Redemption coming in to heal him up. Boal still here on the front line. Shadow, defensive ulti, trying to buy a little bit of time. He has to know that he's dead here, so he's just going to create some room.
Look at Knight,
for the
though.
rest
They're
of the team to get
low.
away.
Morteos
over the wall. Morteos just barely staying alive there as Knight jumps over the wall.
On the other side, but Equalizer answers that so easily. So Knight is just going to be able to get a free tower.
Now Morteo's in a lot of danger. He's exhausted, but the rest of the team shows up to immediately back him up. The Redemption to heal him. The exhaust does not do enough.
Bloodthirster, you're not getting 100 to 0. It's about the chip. You need to be able to heal back up to be able to stay active in these fights. BLG two-minning the Baron right now, but Boal taking space. Knight looking over the wall.
Boal here in the front line. Knight looking at the back line. Desamas goes in for the Cyclone, knocks up a couple of them. Elk and on off to the side as Boal goes in after Bin. Tries to go all out, but it's Boal in the middle of 3 different people. He's going to be locked up here with a Tempered Fate to buy him a little bit of extra time. As On's going to be taken down by the rest of VKS off to the left here at the same time. Elk takes Trimby out of the picture as Boal finally dies. BLG find a 2-for-1 so far. Knight jumps over the wall. Miru fighting back. He throws another rock. Miru is low. Bin wants to go in. It's double golden statues. Bin is about to die. Knight is about to go with them. Morteos gets back over the wall as Elk takes him out. As now he has to try to get away. Desamas with one last auto attack. There are 8 dead bodies on Summoner's Rift. Elk is the largest individual gold lead in this game now on that Corki, who is, you know, 1 item away from full build himself.
Yeah, and Miru is very far up. I mean, he's just there. He's going to get picked.
Yeah, Miru slammed into the wall. He tries to go for a little bit of Gromp gaming. He flashes even, trying to get away. A potential massive mistake to force down the mid lane inhibitor turret, the inhibitor right behind it, and finally break into the base. Tempered Fate catches Ben on the very edge. Trimby trying to bind him into the wall, but he doesn't have the distance. Now the Equalizer here for the counterattack. Knight looking for the back line. Keeper's Verdict ejects the wall. Morteos under pressure. BLG looking to go all the way in as Desamas ends up trying to get away. Morteos barely hanging on, but Desamas is down. Knight kills him off. BLG still looking for even more. Morteos barely hanging on, and that might be the difference. Just Distortion, Sigil of Malice, half HP on Miru, and Knight wants even more than that. This LeBlanc, this 900 AP, 25 Magi stacks carry is such a threat.
He really is. So many flashes spent across the board there, though, as that just seemed like a very disjointed fight for VKS.
Morteos! He's gonna die to the chain! Knight with the pick! We've talked about it all game long. If you BLG in this second one, but BLG are looking to tighten their hold on this game. The Weaver's Wall flies in. It's on, the only one trapped on the other side of it. He channels the Keeper's Verdict. Tempered Fate locks him up. Equalizer over the top of everybody here on VKS. The Redemption coming in. Trimby tries to heal up as Shadow dives in. Trimby's already down. Defensive ulti coming out from Desamas, but the tier 3 turret is erased from the Rift. Boal, the only thing that BLG can target from here. Shadow healed up by Redemption himself. BLG have broken a second inhibitor now in the bottom lane.
The mid wave is being escorted in by Knight. That's 2 waves hitting onto these Nexus towers. Baron empowered, only 4 members left from VKS.
BLG looking for their game-ending push, but Elk is going to be caught out a little bit by the seismic shove. He has to get back. The barrier keeps him alive. Shadow also at death's door. 100 HP here on the enemy jungler. Knight tries to jump into the back. Guardian Angel ready to bring Shadow back to life as the Pathmaker into the seismic shove. Kills him yet again.
VKS, miraculously, they keep their Nexus alive.
I mean, it's such a problem when you look at some of these last fights. Is On gonna get caught?
Yeah, On hit by the seismic shove into the unraveled earth. They commit the Cyclone for it. Desamas trying to look for a little bit more. Knight knocked up by the Cyclone. Slam back into the wall. Tries to distort over. Shut down by Miru. VKS picked the enemy mid laner in support. Now they're riding into the mid lane. They want to look after Shadow as well. The Weaver's Wall doesn't catch him on the right side. VKS continuing their push. It's Shadow and Elk trying to defend this. Ben coming around here from the side as well. Drops the Equalizer defensively. Shadow going in after Miru with the Redemption. Keeps the VKS mid laner alive. The push from VKS stopped for now. TP coming in from Boal, but Ben's going to TP into the enemy base. Ben wants to end the game. Boal's teleport has left the base vulnerable. Now Ben joins up with the super minions. The defense has to be mounted. Miru's the only one who can try to TP. He's got no health, but he has no health. Miru going golden, trying to survive as Shadow and Elk distract, and Ben will end the game at the Nexus. VKS fought well, but not well enough. BLG move on.
So close for VKS. after getting that pick on tonight. They
so strong
would also be
area,
nasty.
but also they're going to lock in the Leona instead.
So Braum would have been good into the composition that 100 Thieves have, but T1 would have no way to reliably engage onto their opposition.
And at the center of all the early game action here, for T1, when you look at them in the LCK, Owner has just been an absolute monster.
Is hovering around down this area, so 100 Thieves, they feel confident pushing up, but up in the top side, it's Doran and Owner looking for the dive onto Big Dokes, and it's first blood over to T1.
Now that is what a clean dive looks like.
They gotta make sure that he can collect this wave. That is the real objective up on that top side. Doran 6 though.
Yeah, he's got the dominus. He's taking the 1v2 and he's taking it aggressively. Ayla jumps in for the headbutt. Pulverized. Doran flashes forward. FBI flashes away. Doran with enough fury there.
Don't think that Doka can really do much about it realistically.
Well, we'll see. Right now, he wants to step forward, try to clear out some of that wave a little bit, but Doran immediately popping the dominus as Owner's ready to try to show up. Dives in with the audacious charge. Public execution from Dokla. Owner's going to die to the turret shot. Dokla stays alive for now. Doran's going to try to pick this one up a little bit, but Doran's going to die as well. Big Dokes. Look at how Dokla outplayed this.
I mean, this was really nicely done. He forces Doran to use the ulti early, but Faker is going to get solo killed by Quid. 100 Thieves are coming to life.
I hope we get a replay of that one. I gotta see how
the one in the driver's seat. Ayla's up here. Doran could be the one getting dove.
They want to give Doran a taste of his own medicine. Ayla's gonna lead the charge. He makes the dive for the headbutt pull. The flash coming out from Doran, but the exhaust ready to follow. And 100 Thieves make boots out of
one more time. The seismic shove is there, but Quid gets the Q slow, flashes in, kills him with the Kingslayer. Faker responds on the flash, but Faker's caught out again.
Faker in a bad spot here with the river. Ayla and Quid trying to chase him down and secure it. Quid gets another one. The Silas running the show for the mid lane. Now up here with the top side, we're going to get yet another trade. Stridebreaker now completed for Doran, but again, that eclipse from Dokla is so strong. River coming in for the Cyclone. Carrier wants to save his top laner, but it's too little. Coming in. Rift Herald summoned up. Looks like we might get a Combat Herald on this one as the Weaver's Wall. Nice use there from Faker. River still looking for the opportunity to try to go in and steal. Quid off on the bottom side. Rest 100 Thieves going in after the Drake. They're going to steal it away. Carrier's about to die to Quid. He falls. Quid takes the kills. The rest of T1 scrambles to try to fight. Solar Flare's not going to find much. Owner takes more damage from FBI. Faker looks to fire back, and FBI's going to be caught by the seismic shove. Owner takes the kill on that one. 100 Thieves in full retreat. Doran on the chase, but he's already lost the dominance. Stridebreaker on Ayla. Owner goes in for a double kill. T1 take the fight, and they aren't done yet. Quid tries to escape. Owner wants to win, becomes lightning, but he can't quite make it strike. He jumps in anyway as Quid wants to sidestep the seismic shove, but he's still taking a ton of damage. 100 Thieves has overstayed their welcome, and Quid cannot use his Kingslayer. Immediately deciding they want the objective. They've already got it down to 1/3 HP. I think 100 Thieves might be a little bit late to the party. Nice Weaver's Wall coming out from Faker. River wants to go in and try to steal it away. He got it! 100 Thieves steal the objective, but what about the fight? T1's already taken out the enemy jungler. Ayla might be next to fall. Gumayusi gets the kill, and Dokla's next on the chopping block. T1, they lose the objective, but again, they get 3 kills.
100 Thieves reclaiming space in the area. Quid's looking to steal a good ult.
T1, 2-1 in Drake so far. Dragon down to half HP. 100 Thieves on the approach. The Weaver's Wall has been separated. Quid in the middle of everybody. Zinjao LT stolen. Quid gonna be focused here for now, but he's still staying alive in the moment. Carrier taken down to about nothing. Dokla! Back line. He wants Gumayusi, but he can't find him. FBI's under pressure, but he stays alive as well. Both top laners out of the picture. Dragon, 3k HP. Redemption coming in for 100 Thieves as Owner tries to jump forward. Now he's gonna be your target. River's next to fall. The Drake goes over to T1. Quid jumps back over the wall. He wants the abduct, and he's lucky he didn't get it. Owner of 1 HP. A double kill of Gumayusi. A piercing arrow over the wall from FBI. There are dead bodies in both jerseys all over the Dragon Pit. And now Faker is looking for more. He wants another rock here onto FBI. Onto Ayla. His seismic shove will not hit. Gumayusi coming around to try to help him. Ayla's next to fall.
It's him low. Got Guma low. Got the barrier out. But they need that assistance. It can't be a solo mission from Dokla. Ayla's looking for an engage.
Yeah, Ayla knocks Owner up into the air. Defensive Zinjao ulti to keep Owner protected. Dokla dives in for the public execution. Owner's going to take a ton of burst, and he drops first. Carrier's next to go if he's not careful. Doran's to the back of 100 Thieves, and they scramble defensively. Doran's next to die.
They go Baron!
So important as Guma is yet to die in this game. This Corki is a monstrous Quid. He face checks.
Yeah, Quid face checking right into the brush. He's going to get punished here. Remember, he still has the arm guard with the chain CC. Quid's alive, but only at 50 health. The Silas is the target, and T1 has already found him. Carry is going to be focused down by 100 Thieves. Gumayusi under pressure from River, but T1's already found a double for Owner. Gumayusi low. Dokla needs to get the kill, and he finds Gumayusi. Dokla flashes back over the wall. Faker wants to take him out, but he doesn't have the damage. FBI gets a double as Owner falls. Beautiful play from Dokla to salvage the fight. Needs to try to approach this. The Baron is dropping again, down to half HP already. Owner over the wall. River has been winning the smite fights here so far in this game. 100 Thieves looking to peel away now as Ayla charges in for the headbutt pull, but it's not going to connect. Ayla now going to be the target here with the redemption coming down, but Carry is first to die. 100 Thieves already have the first kill. River's going to the back line. He wants Faker and Goma. T1's killed River, but what about the rest of the fight? Quid into the back. Faker staying alive, trying to kite him out. Dokla with a little bit more damage, but he's down. 100 Thieves overstep, and T1 have been the best team in the world. It takes a bit of poke there, so they'll feel okay about that one, but again, it's nothing that's going to change the game. Quid goes into the middle of everybody. He's shielded up with his Injao ulti. Into the back line goes Dokla. Carry is under threat, but Dokla doesn't have the damage. He's going to be knocked into the resurrection here for the Guardian Angel. Quid has to keep making a little bit more space as Dokla tries to retreat. Gumayusi goes in, and Dokla is down.
Back. The HP is low for Quid. Even if they trap the Renekton, is it really going to be enough?
Okay, Quid steals dominance yet again. Elder Dragon targeted by T1. They've got a 5v4. Quid's only at 40% HP. Ayla focused down. He's dead immediately. T1 have their first kill. Quid wants to take Carrier, but it's not going to matter because Doran's already killed FBI. T1 on the victory push. Doran goes over the wall and Quid has to flash away from Solar Flare. River and Quid in full retreat. T1 in hot pursuit. River trying to juke with a bit of a clone prank, but it's not going to work well enough. Quid is already dead. Faker has cut off River's escape. It will not matter that he has Guardian Angel because the Angels are not listening. T1 will stop 100 Thieves' chances. Dead the Nexus turrets will melt. 100 Thieves fought hard, but T1 is T1, and they are not gonna fall in this first game. 24-16. They'll take game one.
A valiant effort from the underdogs of T1.
I think something super defensive could be smart here, whether it is the Jhin or a Xayah or whatever. And then all of a sudden, in comes the Nico ult, in comes the Galio ult, in comes all these things. So I feel like the draft was fairly predictable. Both teams clearly have defined playstyles. If you're looking like one threat, two threat, I am not a fan of those. But when it's Gen G, when it's T1, when it's teams like this.
In the audience who's literally doing Pepe hands as his reaction, as T1 are going to be a little bit disappointed with that, as now River shows up in the mid lane with a Grand Starfall. Point and click there for the stun, and it's first blood over to Quid. This is with the Cataclysm without committing a flash. He does not want to use that. They know that Quid still has the ultimate, so he could get away defensively just with that. Comet Spear and the rest of the ulti coming in now as the Grand Starfall sets it up. Carry is knocked down. 100 Thieves, they find themselves a free kill.
Really difficult. Ayla's trying to wrap around here on Owner, make sure that he can't actually walk up for any chance at a steal. But T1 can just play mid. They're just going to actually knock down this tower here. So yes, they will lose the Herald, but here comes River.
River jumps in. Gumayusi immediately into the ulti. River tries to follow him, but the hero's entrance locks up the enemy jungler. And T1 takes the first turret. They take a kill, and now Quid is trying to come in to take revenge. Owner is your first target. He's down to 200 HP. He tries to get away with a perfect execution, lives up to the name. Quid gets it done.
So they invest their resources into mid, but
TP.
now TP top lane.
Faker in a little bit of danger here. Equalizer to slow him down as he tries to escape. Dokla's got to be careful chasing after this. Quid has no ulti on the Akali. Faker trying to make his way all the way out. A beautiful shockwave. Dokla's down to make it a 1-for-1, but 100 Thieves still get him. After the first two big items are completed, Killer Instinct from FBI. Pop Blossom to follow it up here. Carry on the defense as Ayla wanted to use the Magnet Storm, and they do secure the kill on Carrier, but now Doran jumps into the middle of everybody. He gets one back onto Ayla. Support for support as the Galio goes up into the air and gets away. Faker wants to throw the ball forward. 100 Thieves disengaging.
Against an Orianna, maybe they want to use this Herald to guarantee this mid tower. Doran, though, doesn't have his flash.
Nice. They stun him up with a Shattering Strike, and then they try to block the exit here for the Justice Punch. Doran cannot use it to get away because he would have to dash back first. So a nice shutdown goes over to 100 Thieves.
No TP
for Faker as well. He has the Seraph's Embrace all the way involved. Quid going after Doran here, going to allow the taunt to expire. River ready to join up. Yes, Doran is very tanky against magical damage, and he failed the flash over the wall. The Galio now with the hero's exit to get away to a nearby ally, but Quid tries to follow here with a shuriken flip. He goes in for the perfect execution. He's trying to still find the kill. Doran dies, and Quid's got the fancy feet to guarantee it. Ono wants to get away, but a flash 5-point strike hits all 5. Quid dies to the shockwave in retaliation, but it's a 2-for-1. As the Infernal Drake is secured by Owner and T1, 100 Thieves not there in time.
Yeah, River really wanted to finish a second item, so he does do that, but then you're allowing them the free soul point, and now they're going to engage.
Yeah, now it's a ton of damage. Back onto River. The shield cannot protect him in time. Quid wants threat onto Gumayushi, but he doesn't have enough. Pop Blossom's not going to stop him. Ayla into the middle of everybody here with a Magnet Storm. Carrier might just die to Quid, but FBI's already been executed by Owner. Ayla's next to fall. Double kill over to Gumayushi. Carrier dies, but it's so many dead on 100 Thieves in trade. Only Quid and Dokla are still alive as Quid tries to escape into the enemy jungle. Owner's got an eye on him here with the sweeper. Quid still trying to get out, but Faker's shockwave will seal
kills the support, and T1 just fights forward through the rest of the team.
Faker in an awkward position here.
Yep, tagged by the first Electro Harpoon. Exhausted now as he tries to fight back. Owner swooping in to protect his mid laner. Meanwhile, FBI's in danger. Killer Instinct defensively. Faker burning down. Dokla burning down. A little bit more damage from Flame Spitter. Isn't going to get it done. Faker finds the first kill back into Dokla. Gumayushi under pressure. He tries to sidestep away. A massive outplay from Gumayushi defensively with the feathers to buy a little bit more time. But he is shut down by River. It's still 3-for-1, favoring T1 as Quid.
But they are going to go back in. Can they actually stop the recalls in time?
Dokla looking for it. He has no equalizer to try to stop this, but they don't need it just yet. Here comes Ayla. He's locked him up with a Magnet Storm. Faker trying to get away. He's very low on HP, but River's on the approach. Faker and Owner both getting away over the wall. Quid on the chase. He finds the shutdown onto Faker, and now he's got to try to get himself out of it, but he's not going to find the kill under Quid here just yet. Owner's going to be burned down. Shutdown credits over to River. It's 2 kills, like you say, Vedius. Carrier has been spotted out. Important to note, T1 also ahead, 29 flower petals as Owner goes in for the Cataclysm. They're ready to back it up with Faker and Gumayushi. It's 2 kills for free, 1 for each of the team.
He doesn't need to. He knows it's just a matter of time before the T1 members on that bottom side are able to push in here. Carrier is there.
All right, first inhibitor turret already down. Into the back line goes River, but into the front line goes Carrier. Pop Blossom. FBI's already down, and Ayla's going to follow. River dies to the back line of T1. It's 4 dead already, and with only Quid alive, T1 is ready to end this game. The shockwave will not find the Akali. Quid will waste as much time as he can, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves left it all on the Rift in their final series of League of Legends, but the winningest team in the history of the game will not be stopped here. T1, move on.
It was always going to be such